Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Today we are in a gorgeous, picturesque town of the Mediterranean. Welcome to Altea. Altea has different routes to explore it. On every single side you will see maps like these with indications on where to go. Altea is one of the most picturesque towns on the Costa Blanca, known for its whitewashed houses and artistic ambience. The name Altea itself, by the way, is thought to come from the Greek word Altaia, which means healing, as the town has long been a peaceful, authentic heaven. Historically, Altea was a small fishing and agricultural village, with its people living off the sea and the fertile land surrounding the area. There are many gorgeous viewpoints here as well that we will discover during this peaceful and relaxing walk down Altea. In the 18th century, the town began to grow, and fishing, along with the production of almonds, olives, citrus fruits, became the backbone of the local economy. Only afterwards, Altea began an authentic #1 touristic destination, apart from Benidorm town. Many people are visiting it with guided tours, free tours on their own, and exploring everything Altea has to offer. One day simply isn't enough to see everything that Altea has prepared for you. As you wander the steep cobbled streets of Altea's old town, you will discover various viewpoints, and on some of these, you will be able to see authentic street artists that are performing typical traditional songs with guitars, singing and making all the locals and tourists very happy. This is something typical that you will see throughout the whole year around. If you want to tip them, give them €1, at least something. If you love the song, maybe 2, 3, 4, or 5. Definitely a special atmosphere right here. From these viewpoints, you're able to see all the bay, even Albir, Benidorm town, or the natural park Sierra Helada. This is not the only viewpoint that Altea has. There are also famous viewpoints such as Mirador de la Plaza de la Iglesia, which is the church's viewpoint, Mirador de los Cronistas, and much more. All these offer breathtaking views of the sea, the mountains, and the coastline. Altea has long attracted artists and painters drawn to the area's special light and its beauty. Many have set up here their workshops and galleries, making Altea a vibrant artistic hub. The house that we've just seen that has Cervantes' name on it, it's called Casa Cervantes, and this historic house was named in honor of Miguel de Cervantes, the famous author of Don Quixote, though there is no direct historical connection between the writer and the building itself. Right next to it, we have incredible restaurants that have direct views towards the coastline and the Mediterranean Sea. If you want to have the best views in these restaurants, make sure you book in advance because these tables are quite difficult to get. Even so, the old town has incredible restaurants, bars, and cafeterias of different types of meals and cuisine for you to enjoy. One of Altea's most recognizable landmarks is this one right here. This is the Church of Our Lady of Consolation, crowned with its famous blue and white tiled dome. It was built in early 20th century, and it's a symbol of the town and the central point of the old town, its heart. From the square, you can enjoy sweeping views of the Mediterranean Sea and the sprawling town below. Square is filled of different businesses, mostly bars, cafeterias, and restaurants. In summer, there's crafts market here, and it is extremely busy. There are street artists, singers, photographers. There are even people who are making colorful balloons for children. Many are visiting this place to get inspired, to enjoy by the views, and get to know Altea's culture and history slightly more. This is officially the famous viewpoint of the whole entire town of Altea. Even if it is the old town of Altea, the earliest inhabitants settled near the sea, not here on top of the hill, which is a very, very curious part. There are many small roads as well that lead us towards the main street and the sea from the old town directly. All these first inhabitants were taking advantage of the rich fishing grounds, while the upper part of the town, now known as the Casco Antiguo, which is the old town, developed over time as a place of refuge from pirate attacks. As you all know, all this region has suffered from pirate attacks quite a lot. This is why we have so many towers, so many castles along the coastal line, which were supposed to protect this region, and it actually did for a long time. As the time passed, the population expanded into the hills, giving the old town its iconic winding streets and elevated views. These streets are full of local businesses, handmade accessories, jewelry, souvenirs, clothing of natural materials, and iconic streets with many, many stairs. If you have mobility issues, if you're coming with a buggy, with a wheelchair, there are other areas that are accessible, and you will still be able to get up towards the old town by other roads going around. This here, for example, is a plain road, very important one here, which brings us to local crafts and local artists, painters that are exhibiting their latest work. Michelin star restaurants are also located right here next to us. Just look at the gorgeous terrace they have hidden inside of the restaurant. Many of these, please book them in advance if you're planning on having some lovely meal inside. There are some of the best ice cream shops also located here nearby. Even now, the weather is very nice. We are heading towards the end of October, and it is still more than 23 degrees outside. The sun is shining. People are enjoying lovely walks and getting some fresh ice cream, which has incredible flavor because a lot of these ice creams are made by traditional recipes. One of our favorite parts of Altea is this square right here, surrounded by orange trees and olive trees. This is the street of Salamanca that has these gorgeous creations on the building, the symbol of Altea, the old town, and fishing boats. Right here on the square, there is also a very nice tapas gastrobar and pizzeria, which uses, by the way, wood-fired oven. And you can even smell it, the wood burning. It is absolutely incredible. Meals here definitely are worth stopping for a moment and enjoying them. Many small streets are not empty at all. They hide some great quality restaurants. Imagine at night where you have all these lovely, cozy, comfortable lights turned on and having a dinner with some nice glass of wine on these cozy streets. What can be better than that? There are also different routes, as we've seen at the beginning, where you can wander around. You do not need to follow a special route. Just See whatever your heart will make you go, and you will definitely find something interesting to discover. Another popular viewpoint that uses this terrace as well as a restaurant terrace. So, usually in the evenings, whenever this restaurant opens up, you can see a lot of tables with lovely lights, great meals, looking over the gorgeous views of Altea town, Calpe, and the bay. The streets are full of typical flowers of our region. Many people are visiting Altea or coming from the beach directly to the old town, all refreshed because it's still quite warm. Others are coming here to celebrate something or just enjoy the views. There are many squares like these hidden in the streets of Altea. This is where it's usually very quiet and you're able to enjoy a peaceful moment just for yourselves. This is where not a lot of tourists are coming to stay, but look at the views. Typical traditional Mediterranean style houses can be seen from here. This is where also some celebrations are usually held. And from here, we're going to one of the historical monuments. And this is La Font de la Plaza, the Plaza Fountain, which is connected to the town's ancient water system. This fountain was part of a larger network that included aljibes, which are cisterns, that collected rainwater, which was essential for the town in its earlier times. Altea's Old Town in general is known for its water-related history, as it relied heavily on these systems before modern water infrastructure was developed. You can still see remnants of the historical water system in various parts of the old town. Not only this one that we've seen just right now, and all that those are showcasing how important water management was to the local population in the past centuries. One of our most favorite streets as well is this one right here. We love these typical white and blue toned houses, the old road made with stairs, made with stones, the typical traditional flowers and plants here of the region, and this very steep and slippery road whenever it is raining, so be careful. Use comfortable shoes whenever you discover Altea's Old Town. Please don't use high heels as some people are doing right now, unless you have something very special to celebrate and you don't mind walking in high heels. Slippery footwear is also not the best option. Everything that are flip-flops are fine. If there's a lot of water, make sure to be careful. These streets actually had some nicest galleries of art where in summer you can even see people painting and creating brand new pieces of art. Right next to the Casa de Cultura, which is the cultural house, we're heading to the Avenue of La Nucia, Avenida de la Nucia, where the old town is located. In front of us, we can see the beach line. Don't worry, we will get there in a second. This street is known for many shops, branded clothing, shoes, cosmetics, perfumes. On the right side, we have authentic art gallery, many terraces where people grab some nice drinks or snacks. Traditional market of Altea Indoor Municipal Market. We also have banks, pharmacies, Chinese bazaars. It's the central part of the city. This area is the heart of the modern day Altea's administrative and political life, but it also reflects on how the town has expanded beyond its traditional roots. As you can see, many businesses are right here nearby. Many businesses are available for you. So whenever you go to the old town, check out the newer part as well to have the full picture of what Altea has to offer. Nearby, fresh newspapers, magazines, birthday cards, souvenirs, and of course, the municipal town hall building. Right next to it, you have the tram station to comfortably get either towards Denia or to Benidorm and even Alicante. Tram is usually working perfectly fine in this region. We will finish our journey as promised along the charming beachfront promenade, where cafeterias and restaurants offer the perfect spot to relax while enjoying the gorgeous views of the Mediterranean Sea. This is the paradise in Altea. Here you will see cafes, restaurants, bars. Here we have typical menu for 2 people, $21.95. For 2 people, a tapas menu. So 11 euros more or less per person. That is very good. Iced coffee for takeaway or drink here. One costs 3 euros, 2 for 5 euros. Wagyu beef, which I doubt it actually is because it's only born and raised in specific regions, not here in Spain. Tapas. Tabla, which is like a wooden board of tapas, $12.90 per person. That is very cheap comparing with Benidorm. We will need to come here and see it by ourselves if it's actually good. And since we have our expert, the Spanish husband, he'll let us know if it's worth trying it out, if it will be some of the days here in Altea. Other typical menus for around 19.50, 22 euros. More or less, these are the prices that you will pay here in the area. And obviously, the gorgeous brand new beach of Altea. This area was pebbles and stones, and it was parking. A lot of this area was before a parking lot, which is where cars used to park closer to the sea. We've always had issues with it because it was constantly drowning in water after rain. But now, this is what Altea looks like. A colorful, sunny beach promenade, which is where pedestrians have absolute priority. This means a lot to many people, both locals and international tourists, because it makes it a more pleasant place where to have a lovely walk. Culture, art, open-air museum, all that is available too. This is more or less a full guide of what you can expect, which places you could go if you're coming here to Altea. This place is possible to be discovered in around 1 day's trip if you wish, or a couple of days, maybe a weekend. If you love old towns, if you love culture, if you love art especially, and quality holidays. Many people actually choose Altea because it's quieter than Benidorm town. Thank you for accompanying us on today's video. I'm quite sure you've seen that we've had different views from the top, and that is because we have already our brand new drone. We've gotten the certificates of the operators. Everything is ready to go, and slowly but surely we're learning on how to use it properly. It is difficult because there are seagulls out here trying to attack it all the time, but I hope we managed to give you the essence of what this area is actually looking like and what it's all about. Thank you for accompanying us on today's video. We wish you a lovely day, and we'll see you in a new video here on the channel tomorrow with the latest news update. Bye, D's.